Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Charles and Vuitton's Good News Stories. So we have 5 good news stories, and here's story number 1. Marshall Helm had been walking his granddaughter to the bus stop early in the morning when the bus driver drew his attention to the smoke and flames emanating from the house next door. Helm ran over to the endangered home, threw open the garage door, only to find flames climbing up on one of the building walls. Despite how the Vietnam veteran has been battling cancer, he did not hesitate to charge past the flames and into the house so he could make sure his neighbors were safe. How's that for a great story and some bravery? Story number 2. Scientists have discovered a massive, detached coral reef that stands taller than the Empire State Building and is the first reef to be discovered in over 120 years. The Schmidt Ocean Institute made their groundbreaking discovery earlier this week when they found the natural structure in the Great Barrier Reef. Measuring more than 500 meters high, about 1,600 feet high, which is taller than the Sydney Tower and the Petronas Twin Towers, the reef was discovered by Australian scientists aboard the Institute research vessel Volker, currently on a 12-month exploration of the ocean surrounding Australia. So there's some good news. Story number 3. Running through the second largest city in the country and possessing some of the most notorious traffic patterns, the 101 freeway in LA is about to get a green makeover with the largest wildlife crossing overpass on Earth. LA County has a large mountain lion population, but the extensive development of the area and the surrounding cities has created pockets of isolated habitat sliced by the immense roads like the 101, the 110, and the 405. This creates problems not only for the risk to the wildlife attempting to cross the roads, but by being killed by the cars. So we will have another wildlife corridor in LA. Story number 4. South Australia has met 100% of its electricity demands with the solar energy for the first time ever over the weekend. Most of it coming not from solar farms, but the PV panels mounted on rooftops. A combination of cloudless skies, low energy demand, and mild temperatures helped to create conditions for 76% of the circulating power to be generated by the rooftop solar, with the utility-scale solar farms making up the rest. Both sources combined to make 1.37 gigawatts of available power, which would have generated 986 metric tons of CO2, which would normally require 1 million pounds of coal, or roughly 100,000 gallons of gasoline to create that much power. And story number 5. Taking over for Jerry Lewis, who reigned as the charity's mega successful fundraiser until his death, Kevin Hart hosted a telethon the other day for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. The inaugural MDA Kevin Hart Kids Telethon was streamed live in a 2-hour star-studded special feature, an evening of comedy and musical performances that raised $10.5 million. So those are our 5 good news stories. If you have a good news story you'd like us to share, please let us know, and we'll catch you next week on Charles and Vuitton's Good News Stories.